Well, welcome in, race fans of the internet, and welcome back to another Talking Dirt presentation of the Southern Outlaw Auto Racing Association Street Stocks. Tonight, we bring you Season 4, Round Number 2, live from the Thompson Motor Speedway. As tonight, I will be Ryan Williams, all by my lonesome once again, as we sit here at the Thompson International Raceway. A big half-mile paperclip style racetrack that is sure to give these guys a challenge here in round number 2 of the 4th season of the Southern Outlaw Street Stocks. Nice 78-degree day here at the Thompson International Speedway. Partly cloudy, 53% humidity there, so Reed might be messing with some stuff as we tune in live to a little bit of qualifying here. There's Nathan Wenzel on track right now in car number 03. As we pull up the fastest times so far here in qualifying. Looks like Michael Hall quickest thus far. Sean Hayes, winner week number 1 at Charlotte. He's currently second quick. Andrew Rutherford third there in the 35. Elliott Vining in the number 6 car here tonight. He'll be 4th quick. Then it's Aaron Thompson. Wenzel that we were watching just a moment ago, he went 6th. Now Rodney Huntoon will go 11th there on lap number 2. Pete Dillon here. Lap number 2 for Dillon. 5th quick. 5th quick for Pete Dillon, 21.81 seconds. Nathan Wenzel on lap number 2, 21.76. Puts him 2nd quick. On the big boards here, still Brian Toller, James Murphy, Brian Treadwell left to take a qualifying time here as we look down upon this big paper clip oval here at the Thompson International Raceway. Really exciting race 2 weeks ago now, 2 Tuesdays ago, over at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for round number 1 for the SOAR Street Stock season number 4, with Sean Hayes picking up a big victory in that one. Got crazy towards the finish, and Hayes was sitting in the catbird seat at just the right moment and pulled out the victory in round number 1, his first win with the SOAR Street Stocks. Still awaiting Toller, Murphy, Treadwell here with not too much time remaining. Let's see if we can see exactly how much time is remaining here. 17 seconds left here in qualifying, so it looks like those 3 will not take a time, as Toller was pretty quick earlier in practice. Let's quickly go ahead and show you the practice lap times. And of course it was Pete Dillon. He was quickest, 21.715. Rutherford, Thompson, Vining, Sale, your top 5 there. And I believe, let's see, Toller got on late to try and run a lap, and he was 16th in practice earlier this evening. Qualifying just getting finished here. And your overall fast time was Andrew Rutherford, 21.748 for Andrew Rutherford. Wenzel 2nd, Hall 3rd, Hayes 4th. Elliott Vining rounds out the top 5 here, so we get set for tonight's main event. And they will line up as follows here tonight. Of course, Rutherford will be inside pole out of Michigan, the number 35 machine. As we move the cams down just a little bit so you guys can see these beautiful machines there. Wenzel, that 03 car, that white, black, and blue machine out of New England there. He'll start 2nd. Michael Hall, the Florida native, in number 5, will start inside row number 2. Outside of him, your winner 2 weeks ago there in the 00 machine. Nice paint scheme here for Sean Hayes this week. We go back a row. Inside, it'll be the 49 machine, the Lowe's Home Improvement driver out of Sumter, South Carolina, Mr. Elliott Vining. And outside of him, came so close 2 weeks ago out of a top 3 there for Pete Dillon. He will start tonight in the 6th position. Going back a row to row number 4. Inside, it'll be the purple, orange, and white, number 19. That'll be Aaron Thompson. And outside of him, it'll be the owner and promoter of the Southern Outlaw Street Stocks in car number 30 out of Georgia, representing Southern Outlaw Esports. It'll be Reed Christensen. Back to row number 5. On the inside, it'll be the number 33 machine. Hit some bad luck 2 weeks ago, looking to rebound here tonight. It'll be Danny Brown into his outside. The number 78 was looking good until he got taken out at Charlotte. It'll be David Gross there. And we go back another row to row number 6. It'll be Rodney Huntoon on the inside in 47. Tyler McWhirter to his outside. Back another row. Jeff Clifton, another driver who hit some really, really bad luck 2 weeks ago. He will roll off from the 13th spot, and outside of him, the Mom and Pop's number 3. It'll be Alan Carter starting in 14th. Back a row, you see Dylan Sale starting 15th in car number 12. James Murphy will move up and start 16th in car number 65. Brian Toller will drive the 9 machine here tonight. He is set to start, I believe, 17th, or actually 16th. He'll move up a row, and Murphy will be by himself starting in the 17th spot as Brian Treadwell does not make the call here for the start of the race. There is a good look at tonight's field here at the Thompson International Raceway. As we get set here, let's tune back in to the front of this field here as Rutherford takes his point inside row number 1, following around that iRacing pace car. As the green flag looms on us here at the Thompson International Raceway for round number 2 of Season 4 for the Southern Outlaw Street Stock Series. Good to have everybody in the chat so far. Let me know who you're rooting for down below. As there goes the pace car, and here's the green flag. We are underway with the SOAR Street Stocks here at Thompson, racing down into turns 1 and 2. Rutherford out in front of Wenzel, but Wenzel pulls it back tight here. They're even right behind them. Pete Dillon, Michael Hall battling for second. Dillon and Hall will battle for second. Christensen right now in 5th, Vining in 6th. As we look back through this field here, still 2 by 2 by 2, just about all the way back, just like Moses led the animals to the arc here. Two laps in the books of 80 so far tonight, about a 0.2 of a second advantage for Rutherford over Wenzel as we sit. As we're now looking back at the battle between Danny Brown and Alan Carter. This battle for the 10th spot right in front of them. Thompson and McWhirter battling for 8th. Gross and Vining battling right now for the 6th and 7th positions. And your top 5 has all but fanned out right now. Everybody's single file. I believe the 21 of McWhirter got up into the wall there, loses the spot to Carter. And that'll do it for lap number 4 of 80 here, starting to single file out. The only battle I'm seeing right now is Toller and Brown, as Brian Toller already +7 after starting at the very rear of the field. As he makes slight contact there with the number 33 of Brown. They're going to go inside. They're going to be 3 wide with McWhirter on the top. McWhirter hemorrhaging spots here as those guys are able to keep it off each other down the front straightaway here at Thompson. Let's take a look from up top here. You see Toller still on the inside now of the 1 machine of Clifton. These drivers race down the front straightaway. Ooh, Toller, bad mistake there. He's going to pull to the inside and have to give up a bunch of spots as he'll fall all the way back to 17th. So we look back up front here, as it looked like Vining was looking to the inside of Gross for a second, but he's just going to tuck tail and ride right behind him for the moment. Behind him, Thompson trying to gather a run on Vining as Vining goes back to the inside of the 78. Nothing doing. We go back up front. Your leader still Rutherford by about a nose length over the 03 of Wenzel right now. 7 laps in. Dillon 3rd, Hall 4th. Christensen rounds out the top 5 as we trudge on here out of turn number 4. These lap times right now, some pretty good ones. As we pull this screen up, and let's take a look at our last lap times. Rutherford in the 22.0s. Wenzel just a little bit quicker last time by. Dillon right there with these guys. Everybody in the top 5. 22.0, 2s, 3s, or 4s. These guys absolutely on the money so far here tonight at Thompson International Raceway. As you look back through the field, there's a battle brewing. Danny Brown to the backside of Alan Carter's number 38 machine. Brown looked low for a moment, nothing doing for him. Let's tune back in up front to these top 5 guys. And then take a chance to ride in the race car with series promoter Mr. Reed Christensen out of Springfield, Georgia. They call him the Outlaw where he's from. We're finished in the top 3 for the SCDRA Winter Freeze not too long ago over at the Screven Motorsports Complex in a little bit of real-life dirt track racing action. But here tonight, Reed currently in 5th with his series, the Southern Outlaw Street Stocks. Good little ride along there with Reed as he continues to go around in 5th place. Up in front of him, still Hall in 4th, Dillon in 3rd. Wenzel, Rutherford. Rutherford now with about a car length and a half advantage over the 0-3 machine. I did not want that one. I thought I wanted that one, but I wanted this one, in fact. As we are 14 laps in here, Rutherford continues to lead us. There's a gap between 3rd and 4th now as Michael Hall has dropped in lap times here in the past few laps. He and Christensen starting to lose Dillon, Wenzel, Rutherford. Starting to lose Dillon, Wenzel, and Rutherford. Are Christensen and Hall right now as Thompson and Vining battling for position number 7. Vining going to retain it this time by at the line. As Thompson's going to pull back in behind him now. Single file all the way back as we take the cameras back up to the top here. And look at Dylan Sale right now in 14th. Murphy in 13th. Sean Hayes, winner a week ago, had to drop to the back here at the start of this race. He is currently 12th. Trailing Jeff Clifton. Alan Carter rounds out the top 10. Here's a nice look at the rear view from David Gross's number 78 car. You see just how close Vining gets in that corner, just about makes contact there. This number 49 Chevrolet Camaro right on the backside of David Gross's 78 machine as those two continue to battle for position here. 19 laps in the books. They're right in behind 5th place runner Reed Christensen, Gross, Vining, Thompson, all in a pack. Then it's a bit of a gap back to Daniel Brown. They're in car number 33, rides 9th. Carter still rounds out the top 10. And how about this Sean Hayes making his way through the field? Still in 12th, but trying to catch the backside of that one machine for Jeff Clifton. That's Clifton trailing Alan Carter to try and get into the top 10 here tonight. Let's look back up front at race leader Rutherford, still picking up where he's putting down Andrew Rutherford about a car length and a half, maybe 2 car lengths now over Nathan Wenzel. And it's another car length back to Pete Dillon. Top 3 leaps and bounds out in front of the rest of the field here as Michael Hall starting to trail off of your top 3. Christensen still within striking distance on Hall. Gross is right there as well with Vining still on his backside. Elliott gets it nice and tight there in turns 3 and 4. Out of 4. Looks like that 78 going to put some space back between the two. Actually, no, he's not. Vining's got a good run down the front straightaway. Vining with a heck of a run there. He's going to hit the binders going into one, give the 78 a little bit of needed space there. That Mazak number 78 rocking that, oh man, I can't even think of what they're called right now. Purple bow on the side of it. Man, why can I not think of what those things are called? But I do respect that for Mr. David Gross there. I do know what it means, but the words aren't coming to me, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize. So we go back here. Aaron Thompson in the number 19 machine. Danny Brown, Alan Carter still your top 10. So we work almost into lap number 25 here very shortly. And here comes the one machine. Clifton going to try and make a move down on the bottom of the racetrack. Hits the brakes. You saw the glowing red rotors out of that left front there for the one machine. He's going to lose a lot of ground here in the Mahindra number 1. And he's going to fall back into the clutches of Sean Hayes, still in 12th. Murphy still in 13th. No changes at all on the Speedway as far as positioning goes. As you go all the way back to Toller, who is in 17th. And now it looks like we do have a change up front. As I just missed it, Reed Christensen gets around Michael Hall for the 4th spot. The rest of the field packed up here as Vining gives a shot to the 78 of David Gross. Coming out of turn number 2, that Lowe's Home Improvement number 49 trying to get around that 78. As there you see Vining get a heck of a run once again. Nowhere to go for him as Gross right in the same lane. These guys racing hard right now for position number 6. I say this a lot at our local track, but when I say racing hard, I do not always mean they are side by side. This is a fantastic race right now, and they're not side by side. I'll tell you guys that. These guys are all really in the same line. There's about 1.5 racing grooves open right now. So you see the 19 of Thompson jut down to the bottom of the Speedway, but you see that bottom is not where you want to be, as he's going to get blown back by Vining. Oh, Vining into the wall there. This is going to keep the door open for Thompson, as that bottom might work for him here into turns 3 and 4. He doesn't get down on that apron. That's exactly what you want, just to run that bottom and stay off the apron, and he makes the pass on Vining for 7th. But back to what I was saying here, these guys all running just about the same line here, just pushing each other as hard as they can to hit your marks. And if you make one mistake like Vining did there, you'll lose a spot. Point in case, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly what I was trying to explain, and it gets Aaron Thompson the spot over Elliott Vining. Back up here, let's see where Reed Christensen's off to. Not very far in front of Michael Hall, about a half a car length separate 4th and 5th right now. Back up to Dillon. He's trailed off of Wenzel a little ways. Now the 35 of Rutherford still with about a 2-car length advantage over the 03 of Nathan Wenzel, as we are 10 shy of halfway here tonight at the Thompson International Raceway. Good race so far. Everybody trying to hit their marks and maintain their positions right now, as Christensen starts to put a little bit of space between he and Michael Hall. That battle for 4th and 5th, Gross and Thompson just about made some contact there. As we look back at Vining's 49 once again, as he's another guy that's trying to make a move right now, trying to get around Aaron Thompson. Taking a quick look back at race 1 winner Sean Hayes as he makes a move to the inside of Daniel Brown. That one's for position number 11 on the Speedway. Murphy in 13th. Now we got a 2x2 right here as Sale pulls to the inside of Murphy down the front straightaway. 33 going to be in the books this time, as Hayes continues to beat down the door here of the number 33 machine. Brown not giving an inch, stays in 11th. Clifton now rounds up the top 10 as Carter's gotten around him. There's a battle brewing right now for the 6th and 7th positions. Aaron Thompson goes to the inside of David Gross. He's going to have the spot there going into turn number 3. Gross going to try the crossover. Vining tried it too. Nothing doing. They will stay right how they are, but here comes Alan Carter going to pressure the outside here. Oh, he gets tapped. Oh, wow. Good save there for Alan Carter. Jeff Clifton gets into the back of him It's now Vining goes to the inside of David Gross. Gross might be having some tire wear issues here as we approach halfway. Vining to the inside. He stays off the inside berm. And he will be even at the line. Give the spot to Thompson or Vining as we sit. Gross gets back ahead of him going into turns 1 and 2. And he's going to have a run down the back straightaway. But Vining's, oh, wow. Gross had to hit the binders or he was going into the wall. Vining takes advantage of that. They stay side by side. Let's take the cameras back up front. Check on your race leader. Rutherford, good lead right now over Nathan Wenzel. Vining and Gross still battling. Now Vining out in front. Now Alan Carter going to go to the inside of the 78 machine. As that Mama Pops number 3 going to pull up right to the back bumper of the 78 car. They make a little contact in turn number 4. Out of turn number 4. That 3 is not going to have the spot. Gross maintains the 8th position. Let's take the cameras a little bit further back here as we saw Murphy go to the inside of Rodney Huntoon. That's a battle for 14th on the Speedway. Dylan Sale keeps pressuring Danny Brown. Back up here. Jeff Clifton into this mix. You got the 1 car, the 78, the 3 machine. Now the 00 of Sean Hayes. 4-car pack battling to get into the top 10. Carter's 8th, Clifton's 9th, Gross is 10th, with Sean Hayes on the inside trying to take the spot away here. Down the back straightaway they go. Hayes and Gross, no contact yet. These guys side by side into turns 3 and 4. Here comes Danny Brown. More cars getting in this mix. Here comes Dylan Sale, the 47 of Huntoon. Everybody's in this one, racing to get into the top 10 here. Carter trying to get away from this pack here as he's put about a car length of space between he and Jeff Clifton. Then it's about a car length back to Sean Hayes, who's battling still with Gross. Hayes on the inside of the 00, going to clear, going into turn number 3. Slide up the racetrack. That's what you call an asphalt slide job there, as he will clear him caution free through 40. We are over halfway done here with no cautions to speak of at the Thompson International Raceway. Really good racing so far. In the mid-pack is, oh, I might have spoke too soon. Yes, I did. Will he get it back going? Yes, he will. Green flag stays out here at Thompson, but where are your leaders? Rutherford, it's on the same straightaway as Dylan Sale. Brian Toller in jeopardy of going a lap down as well. Not what we're used to seeing out of the number 9 car. As Rutherford continues to lead us here at Thompson, 43. Going to be put in the books next time by. We'll see how lap traffic comes into effect in this one. Because if Rutherford gets swamped with lap traffic in Toller, Sale, McWhirter's up there as well. He's a good ways away from him. But if he gets swamped in lap traffic that are all running the same line as he is, we might be in for a heck of a show towards the finish of this race. Rutherford still out in front here. Wenzel still trailing right now. He and Dylan need to start hitting those, just click the NOS buttons just a little bit to try and get back to Wenzel and Rutherford. Michael Hall still in 5th. Thompson still in 6th. Vining still in 7th. Carter 8th. Hayes now 9th. Clifton rounds out the top 10. As we run through lap number 46, let's go back behind these guys. Murphy, Huntoon, and Gross all in a little bit of a pack here. As Gross holds 11th, both Huntoon and Murphy wanted away from him. Back to Danny Brown in 33. He rides 14th. Tyler McWhirter rounds out. Whoa, that one's going to be a caution. Brown to the inside. Into the guardrail. Still green flag racing right now. As Brown's going to go a lap down at least here. Still green on the Speedway. As I did not expect that. There's the caution. As we finally have caution here on lap number 48 of 80. And this one will be Danny Brown as he takes a spin down the back straightaway after contact between he and, I believe that was Tyler McWhirter, or maybe even Dylan Sale. Let's hit the replay button here and go back and look at it. Yeah, it was Tyler McWhirter and Danny Brown. Let's watch them off turn number 2 here as Brown pushes way up the speedway into the wall. 21 nowhere to go. And there's the contact, and there's the contact with the inside guardrail for Danny Brown. You saw him have a tough night at Charlotte just 2 weeks ago as he would find himself chicaning into the pit entrance water barrels. And tonight, a bit of the same fate as he takes a spin here on lap number 47 to bring out our first caution of the night. While we work our first caution of the night, I want to remind you guys that tonight's broadcast of the Southern Outlaw Street Stock Series, as always, brought to you by the Talking Dirt Podcast with hosts Ryan Williams and Matt Pridgeon. Talking Dirt Podcast returning soon wherever you find your favorite podcast. We're also brought to you by Southeastern Performance. Thank them for coming on board for yet another season with us here at Talking Dirt TV. And as always, Outlaw Racing Performance. They all proud sponsors of Season 4 of the Southern Outlaw Street Stock Series. So good to be back with you. Missed this one all winter long. Was so ready to get back racing with these SOAR Street Stocks as I believe back down the Speedway. We are getting ready to go back green flag racing as there go the lights atop the iRacing pace car. Going to restart here, I believe, possibly into lap number 53. Caution laps counting here tonight. As we head down the back straightaway, Rutherford, Wenzel, Christensen, Dillon, and Hall, your top 5. And it's back, I believe, Thompson, Vining, Hayes, Carter, Clifton going to round out the top 10. As there goes the pace car, and there goes the drop of the hammer from Andrew Rutherford. Green flag is going to fly, and we are back boot scooting and buggying here at Thompson International Raceway. And Pete Dillon trying to make a move early, goes down the inside of Wenzel. Wenzel going to cut him off there in the semi-cube, number 03. Dillon going to have to get back up in line or face the consequences of Reed Christensen, the outlaw behind him. 30 cars got a heck of a run into turns 3 and 4. Going to hit the binders, stay off the 7. We complete lap number 53 here. Leader still Andrew Rutherford. Go back to Thompson here. He's battling with Hayes. A little bit of contact back through the field. The 1 and the 38, a little bit of contact. Even more contact between those two. We got some more cars beating and banging. Dylan Sale, David Gross had a little contact. Murphy right in there as well. James on the inside of the track. David Gross on the outside of the track. Battle here between the 3 of Carter, the 47 of Huntoon. Those two not giving an inch will continue to race. Let's take the cameras a little further up front here and look at how your leaders are doing. Rutherford and Wenzel leaps and bounds above the field right now as Dillon's trailed off by a good second at least. Christensen right in behind him. Thompson right now rounds out the top 5. Into 24 laps to go. Into 24 laps to go here tonight at the Thompson International Raceway as Aaron Thompson works on Reed Christensen. Christensen going to have that bottom, the non-preferred line here at the Speedway. He'll give up that spot to Thompson, and he might have to give up another one here as Sean Hayes pressures his backside. Now goes to the outside in the 00 car. Hayes going to have the advantage down the back straightaway, and Reed Christensen in danger here of hemorrhaging quite a few spots As now Michael Hall's going to go to the outside in the Hooters number 5. Hall's going to take the spot. No, yes, he is. Down the front straightaway. Give that one to Michael Hall at the line with 22 laps to go. Christensen finally going to find a spot in the middle of the racetrack, and he will fall in behind Hall's number 5 machine. So we go back up front. Dillon trying to hold off Aaron Thompson right now. That's a battle for third on the Speedway up front. Rutherford stretching out his lead. About 0.8 seconds right now over Nathan Wenzel in the 03 car. Pete Dillon currently rides in third, still being pressured by Aaron Thompson. You never know, ladies and gentlemen. Things can happen in a very quick hurry, as we've seen before with these SOAR street stocks. Anything can happen. We still got plenty of race left. And these guys are just getting started here for this season. Only round number 2 of 12. Again, next week, our first dirt street stock race of the season. So we head to the Big E Eldora Speedway, the dirt racing capital of the world, for I believe a 60-lap feature with the dirt street stocks. And then 2 weeks from now, on the 7th of March, it'll be the Hickory Motor Speedway. And then, ladies and gentlemen, things get tricky as we go road course racing for the first time ever with the SOAR street stocks. Watkins Glen International Speedway, the 14th of March. The 21st of March, it'll be Southern National Speedway. Then we go Sobo, baby, South Boston Speedway. Not in Boston, Massachusetts, on March 28th. That'll be the Lima Land Speedway, another dirt track. 2 dirt races this season. Lima Land Speedway on the 4th of April. We go to Rudsk again on the 11th of April. Then it's New Smyrna Speedway, on the 18th of April. Kentucky Motor Speedway on the 25th, and then to end the season on the 2nd of May, we go to the Irwindale International Raceway, and that will be the outer track at Irwindale to end the season in week number 12. Back to the racing here tonight. 16 laps to go. Andrew Rutherford, currently your leader. Nathan Wenzel, second. Pete Dillon, still third. Thompson and Hayes round out the top 5. With Michael Hall in behind in the 5 machine. Hall's dropped a spot to Hayes since we last talked to you. Now Hayes trying to get into the top 4 here as he peaked inside of the 19. Didn't have quite a run to get there into turns 3 and 4, and he will stay content with 4th as we sit. Christensen not making up any room here. He's still back in 7th. Needs to get back up further if he wants to get back to where he was. He was riding in 4th for quite a while, then started hemorrhaging some spots. Hall's dropped a spot, as I said a moment ago, to the 49 of Hayes, or the 00 of Hayes, excuse me. Rounding out the top 10 right now is Rodney Huntoon in the 47 car. Beautiful paint scheme there for him. Sale currently 11th is up front. I believe somebody tapped the wall there, but no damage to anybody. As now, I believe the field has caught second place Nathan Wenzel as Andrew Rutherford leaps and bounds above everybody right now. About a 2-second advantage over Wenzel and company. As now Dillon pressures him for the second spot with 13 to go. Man, Dillon is all over the back of Wenzel there, as you saw from the hood shot there. He's now going to look to the inside once again as we look in close on these guys. Dillon with a heck of a run down the front straightaway is going to pull up to the inside of the 03 as they race down into turns 1 and 2. This could open the door for Aaron Thompson's 19 car as Dillon has hit a wall down there, not able to get past the 03 until right now. He's going to pull even down the back straightaway. 10 to go, and you got 4. Oh, Pete Dillon to the inside. What in the world happened there? Big wreck in turn number 3. everybody's still going. Man, oh man, how did everybody continue after that one? So we are still green. A big wrench has been thrown into this one. Sean Hayes in the 0-0 up to second. Thompson up to third. Wenzel back to fourth. And Hall rounds out the top five as we set Jeff Clifton, benefactor of that one, up to sixth now. Dylan Sale to seventh. Christensen falls even further back to eighth. Carter and Dylan ninth and 10th. As Pete Dillon, not sure what happened there. Oh, wow, he put the three of Carter in the wall there. As he continues to lose spot after spot here. Big trouble for the 7 car with just 7 laps to go. Rutherford smooth sailing ahead for the number 35 car. Is now the 19 and the 0-0 battle for second. Thompson to the outside, Hayes to the inside. Down the front stretch, give spot number 2 to Aaron Thompson in 19. He's +5 on the night. Been good since the halfway point. Has the number 19. Did a good job at saving his stuff, but might be a little too late, as he is 4.7 seconds back of race leader Andrew Rutherford, who has led this thing from the drop of the green flag. Now has 5 laps to go to seal the deal here tonight at the Thompson International Raceway. Back to Nathan Wenzel as he battles with Michael Hall. These two battling for 4th and 5th right now. As Hall going to go to the inside and have the spot down the back stretch, but the 03 not giving up yet. He's going to battle back to the outside. With the 5 machine sliding up the racetrack, Wenzel going to give him some space and let Hall clear him down the front stretch. Move Michael Hall to the 4th spot here. Clifton still 6th, Sale 7th, Christensen 8th, Carter and Dillon round out the top 10. Just 4 laps to go for that man there in the number 35 car. Andrew Rutherford well on his way to a well-earned victory. Remember, he looked really, really promising at the start of that race 2 weeks ago at Charlotte before having some problems of his own. And here tonight, smooth sailing through 77 laps. Got to do it 2 more times as we come around. Got to be 2 to go. This time by the start-finish drive for Andrew Rutherford. Oh, wow, caution. Wow. Alan Carter. Believe Pete Dillon may have been involved in that one as well. As we are going to look back here, that's going to really mess some things up for Andrew Rutherford. Is just what I was saying. He was smooth sailing. We have a caution here in the form of Alan Carter in the number 3 machine. It looks like Dillon gets a monster run on him. Doesn't hit the binders. Gets into the back of the 3 car. Contact between he and Vining. Then McWhirter gets into it. And Alan Carter facing the wrong direction here on the Speedway. To bring out caution here with just going to be 2 laps to go. Hate to see that for both Carter and Dillon, as I'm sure Dillon got a little bit of damage now to the front of that number 7 car. As yes, he will in fact pull down off turn number 4 into the pits here to get some damage repair. And he's going to have to do it the long way here for just 2 laps remaining. Carter back out on the Speedway here in the number 3 car. Fresh machine for him. So it's been all 35 thus far. Does anybody have anything left for him? Thompson has shown good flashes of speed here since the halfway point. That's moved him all the way back up to the 2nd spot. Hayes has been good as well. He dropped to the tail of the field at the beginning after winning last week. Remember, your winner does get an EOL for the next race. And Hayes looking to be the first guy this season to win back-to-back weeks here in just week number 2. Let's see if he can get it done. Right now rides in 3rd. Michael Hall fighting off a lot of bad luck here tonight. See that beat up left side there for the Hooters number 5 machine. But he is really, really taking advantage of others' mistakes as he finds himself in 4th here for this, what could be final restart here tonight. Nathan Wenzel currently rounds out the top 5 in the 03 car. He rode 2nd for most of this race. and now finds himself at the tail end of the top 5, trying to get back into the podium before we get done here tonight. 2 laps going to remain, green, white, checkered, and the lights are out atop the iRacing pace car. Rutherford on the loud pedal early here. He will take a lead down into turns 1 and 2. Thompson right in behind him. Here they come racing out of turn number 2, ladies and gentlemen. 2 laps to go. We look at Thompson in second. We look at Rutherford up front. Does Thompson have what it takes to take this win away from the 35 machine? 1 lap to seal the deal here for Andrew Rutherford. Can he get it done? Final lap here at Thompson International Raceway. Hayes right now in third. Thompson in second. Thompson's trying to win it. Thompson, it'll be his first career win. Another first career win would it be, though, for Andrew Rutherford? It looks like he's going to seal the deal. Smooth and clean off turn number 4. Andrew Rutherford will win it here tonight at the Thompson International Raceway. Aaron Thompson second. Sean Hayes third. And I believe we've got a crash here at the very end. Elliott Vining and Brian Toller come to a rest. Danny Brown caught up in this one too, as I'm going to take a look back at the crash here at the finish. These guys in the mid-pack racing hard for position. So let's see here what exactly happens. We get down the back straightaway. There are 3 wide there. I believe Christensen, Wenzel, and Sale, as the 49 of Vining gets to the backside of Christensen. Wow, what a shot from Huntoon to Sale. Up into Murphy. Into Vining. Vining going to spin. Sale looks like he gets saved there. And then it's back to Vining on the top of the speedway. As he will, let's see if he collects the 9. Oh, collects the 33. Oh, and there goes the 9. There's the incident. And those are your 3 cars involved there at the very end. But ladies and gentlemen, how about it? Andrew Rutherford in dominating fashion here tonight. Your winner. Absolutely dominating fashion as this young man here in the 35 car goes flag to pick up his first win of season number 4 here with the Southern Outlaw Straight Stocks. We now welcome him into the booth. Tonight's race winner, Andrew Rutherford. Man, oh man, picture perfect. Cannot ask for any better than that. From the drop of the green to the checkers, that 35 was an absolute rocket ship here tonight.
Yeah, man, it was really good. I knew this track he had to have a good qualifying run, and it's so hard to pass here. It's a kind of a 1-lane track. You kind of got to rep people out of the way. So I knew that the whole starting of the race was very, very important. So we gave her everything we had in qualifying and started on the pole, and kind of after we got the pole, we just kind of controlled the race after that.
Well, and then we get into the home stretch there. You're coming around, take the 2-lap to go signal, and all of a sudden we get a caution on the speedway. And I know at that point the heart's got to be pounding there, but how did you keep yourself calm and composed there as we got set for a green, white, checkered?
Yeah, my teammate brought out a caution, but no, he didn't mean to do that. But
love
anyways,
to see it.
No, yeah, right. No, I saved my stuff the whole race. I kind of didn't want to put a whole lot of wheel in it, save that right front, and I was kind of keeping an eye on the relative to see if they were closing on me or anything like that. I kind of figured I had about a 10th out of my lap, but they can get to your back bumper on a restart, and that was my biggest concern, was getting a good restart and getting away from them so they couldn't get to my bumper. And then once we did that, we were kind of held the ground and brought home the checker. Yeah,
definitely had good restarts all night, and it gets you home for your first win of the season here. We had dirt street stock racing. I say we're always street stock racing, but we're going dirt street stock racing next week over at Eldora. Now, we tried it a little bit last season, got a little bit accustomed to it, but how are you feeling as we head to our first dirt track of the season?
A top 10 and I'll be happy. I don't run dirt a lot. So a top 10 and I'll be pretty happy. Kind of keep the points in bay. After 2 weeks ago, we had a pretty rough outing. So kind of just get a top 10 and go from there. Kind of focus on the we got a couple road courses there, so I'm going to be practicing those. So
Absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing that, Andrew. Before we let you go here tonight and celebrate this big win here in round number 2, go ahead and shout out any sponsors, anybody else you think deserves some love here tonight.
First of all, I want to thank Reed and Thomas for putting this league on. Man, we ran 80 laps, had 3 cautions. That's rare to find on this iRacing. That's awesome. Shows you what these guys are. This is a great group of guys. You for broadcasting, thank you. I'd like to thank Donna and Ronnie York, car owner of the street stock races around locally. Force Engineering, Tyler Hassing. He builds some awesome engines. Devin Roblier, custom PCs. He built me this PC to run triples. It's a sweet setup. My beautiful girlfriend, Megan, she allows me to do this in the winter, and then the real stuff in the summer. She's pretty patient with me. Really appreciate that. So, but yeah.
Well, as long as you keep winning, I think she'll stay happy. So, congratulations for tonight, and we'll catch up with you hopefully next week as we had dirt street stock racing at Eldora.
Yeah, we'll give her all we got on dirt.
That's all you can do, my friend. Congratulations.
All right, man. Take it easy. Thank you.
So that, of course, was race winner Andrew Rutherford. Let's now talk really quickly to our second place finisher, Aaron Thompson. That was Andrew Rutherford. Now we'll bring in Aaron Thompson, second place runner here tonight in the number 19 car. This man was on a mission. Once we hit halfway, that 19 was burning rubber all over the speedway. Caught a couple of lucky breaks there, but all in all, +5 for the night. Aaron definitely cannot be disappointed here. A great showing for you here at Thompson International Raceway.
Yeah, this is my first race back in the league since USA Dirt last year, so it's a pretty good run. Had a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and there for a moment I thought we were about to see a Thompson win at Thompson. I was getting really excited as you put on a spectacular show in there. A good battle with Sean Hayes towards the end to get around him for second, but a nice run to build some momentum as we had dirt street stock racing once again. As you were just talking about, you hadn't run with us since the USA Dirt Track. We head to another one next week, the Big E. We go to Eldora. If you plan on running that one with us, how are you feeling as we head there, as you build on some momentum from tonight?
Yeah, and I've quite enough there at the end to get it done, but it's definitely a good confidence booster and good momentum. Hopefully I can carry it into next week and see what I can do.
Absolutely. Well, Aaron, anybody you want to thank here, go ahead, shout out those sponsors, loved ones, anybody else that you want to thank for getting you in the podium here tonight.
Just myself and my family for putting up with this, I guess.
Absolutely, man. I totally understand that one, Aaron. Once again, congratulations. We look forward to hopefully catching up with you again next week.
Yeah, thank you.
So that was your top 2. Let's talk to one more driver here. A man on a mission, had to start at the back of the pack after winning in season 4, episode number 1. Mr. Sean Hayes, that 00 absolutely cooking here tonight. Catches a few, I would say, lucky breaks on those cautions. Couple of guys getting punted. You're able to get around them. Not by your own doing, of course, but you know what I'm saying here. As you're able to maneuver that number 00 all the way up to 3rd here tonight. Good confidence-boosting run as you get to do it next week and not have to go to the back this time.
Yeah, the Rocket Man race machine was pretty quick tonight. I think we would have a little better shot at it if we didn't have to go to the rear, but she was still pretty quick.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, rules are rules. Sometimes you hate it. Sometimes you love to see it with guys like you know, going to that rear and having to fight their way through the competition here. And tell me a little bit about this track tonight. We saw a lot of guys really, you know, running the exact same line there, and then you and a couple others starting, you know, venturing down to the bottom and being able to make it stick. What kind of went into that?
Yeah, a lot of slide jobs and a lot of doors and right rears were getting. Apologize to a couple of people. I definitely gave a few. Didn't really receive none, surprisingly, but I know I gave out a few.
Well, if you're wanting more doors and slide jobs, we got it on tap for you, because next Tuesday night we had dirt street stock racing for the first time this season over at the Eldora Speedway. I don't believe you've run with us on dirt yet, but how's your mindset as we head into a little bit of mudslinging action next Tuesday?
I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely, man. Well, you joining us once again here. Anybody you want to thank on the race car in real life for getting you to the top 3 here tonight?
Rocket Man Racing, Little Flipper Motorsports, Caudle Captures, great screenshots if anybody needs some for iRacing, and Rocket's iRace wraps for the new paint.
Absolutely. Well, Sean, once again, congratulations on getting back in the top 3, and we're excited to see how you able to do it next weekend, not having to go from the rear.
Thank you.
So that was your top 3, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, thank you all for tuning in to tonight's feature presentation of the Southern Outlaw Street Stock Racing Series, brought to you by, of course, these fine folks right here on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. As always, the Talking Dirt Podcast, Outlaw Racing Performance. There, I'll make it even bigger so you guys can really see it. Talking Dirt with Ryan Williams and Matt Pridgeon. Wherever you find your favorite podcast, Season 2 coming soon. Southeast Performance and Outlaw Racing Performance as well, all presenting sponsors of the SOAR Street Stock Series here on TDTV. Go ahead, leave a like on this video. If you haven't already, spread the news, share it with your family and friends. Let them all know they need to subscribe right now so they never miss any of the SOAR Street Stock Racing action. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Talking Dirt. You can follow us on TikTok as well at Talking Dirt on TikTok. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have been Ryan Williams for TDTV, bidding you a goodbye and a good night. We'll catch you in the next one.